Today I'm going to be talking about constructivism, cognitive load theory, and multimedia theory. Constructivism, there are multiple contributors, one being Vygotsky. He had the social development theory and is one of the foundations of constructivism. Then Piaget, Dewey, and Brunner. Learning is an active constructive process. Learning is an active contextualized process of constructing knowledge rather than acquiring it. New information is linked to prior knowledge. The learner is also seen as an information constructor. Each person has a different interpretation and construction of knowledge process. Next is cognitive load theory. This was created by John Sweller. This focuses the load on working memory during instruction. He describes human cognitive architecture. There are three types of cognitive load that affect the way information is processed. First, extraneous cognitive load, under the control of instructional designers. It's generated by the manner in which information is presented to learners. Next, intrinsic cognitive load. All instruction has an inherent difficulty associated with it. And finally, germane cognitive load, encouraged to be promoted, and is dedicated to the processing, construction, and automation of schemas. Next, the multimedia learning theory. This was created by Richard Meyer, and the theory is based on three assumptions. There are two separate channels for processing information. This is also known as the dual coding theory, one being auditory and the other being visual. Next, limited channel capacity, and finally, learning is an active process of filtering, selecting, organizing, and integrating information based on prior knowledge. This also has to do with the multimedia principle. People learn more deeply from words and pictures than from words alone. Meyer also came up with three memory stores, one being sensory. This receives stimuli and stores it for a very short time. Two, working, actively process info to create mental constructs or schema. And finally, long-term, repository of all things learned.